Welcome back, children. So, the next topic that we have for today is fossil fuels. So, do we all know that what are actually fossil fuels? We have been, I'm sure you all would have heard that we have examples of fossil fuels as coal, petroleum and natural gas. ये हमारे जनरल नॉलेज में क्वेश्चंस हमने बहुत बार देखा होगा. But why are they called as fossil fuels? If we split up this word and understand it, fossil means remains of the dead plants and animals. And fuel, what are actually fuel? In the chapter Combustion and Flame, we have defined what are actually fuels. Fuels are the material burned to produce heat. Yeah? So fossil fuels are the fuel obtained from the dead plants and animals. Yes? So that is what are fossil fuels. They occur naturally and they mostly contain carbon, which when burnt in air produce heat energy. So we can also say that fossil fuels are actually the materials of biological origin. Why biological origin? Because they are related with the life of animals and plants. And these materials get buried inside the earth crust, which when digged in or drilled and obtained, they can be used as source of energy. Fossil fuels are basically formed in nature by the decomposition of plants and animals which got buried under the earth due to geological changes that occurred millions of years ago. So these are obtained from the earth either by digging or drilling holes into it. Children, as these fossil fuels take millions of years to form, they are considered as non-renewable energy resources. These reserves are being depleted much faster than their formation. The fossil fuels can be classified into three categories, that is solid fuels, liquid fuels and gaseous fuels. Solid fuels would include coal, liquid fuels would include petroleum, heavy oil and bitumens. Then the third is gaseous fuels, that includes natural gas. So these are the three types of or three categories of the fossil fuels. In this chapter, we will go ahead and study the fossil fuels, that is coal, petroleum and natural gas in detail. In today's class, we will discuss regarding coal, children. Okay? So have we all seen coal in our real lives? I'm sure all of would have seen coal. कोल को हम हिंदी में कोयला कहते हैं. Yeah? So how is coal formed? Coal is a fossil fuel. It is a solid fossil fuel. Coal is formed from the dead remains of the trees and plants that lived 300 to 400 million years ago. And it is believed that the dead plants were covered by rocks and soil. They were decomposed by the bacteria. Yeah? And now as they were covered, again new plants grew in the soil. And these new plants again got buried under the soil and rocks. After that, volcanic eruptions happened and earthquake. They destroyed the forests, which got buried under the surface of the earth and got covered with sand, clay and water. Now over the years, these remains went deeper and deeper under the earth due to high temperature and pressure, and in the absence of their air, they got converted into coal. Yes, so the plants that got buried inside the earth millions of years ago under high pressure and high temperature, and also in the absence of air, those plants got converted into coal. So this slow chemical process of conversion of the wood, which was the part of the plant, into coal is called as carbonization. The volatile substances were evaporated. Children, volatile substances are basically the substances which get evaporated. Like naphthalene ball, कपूर हम जिसे कहते हैं हिंदी में, it is a volatile substance. So it evaporates readily at the room temperature. So when we are talking about the coal, so the volatile substances were driven off, they got evaporated, while the carbon content of the dead plants and decayed plants that remained in the earth. Okay, so that helped to form the coal. So now we all know that how coal was formed, right? Coal was formed under high temperature and high pressure inside the earth. The plants got buried. That was millions of years ago. The plants got decomposed in the absence of air, and this was a slow chemical process where the plants or the wood part of the plants got converted into coal. So this is how the coal was formed, and this complete process takes around millions of years to convert the wood into coal. That's the reason it is considered as a non-renewable energy resource, children. Now, what is actually coal composed of? Coal is a mixture of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen compounds with some amount of nitrogen, sulfur and phosphorus present in it. Yes, so coal is made up of mainly carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur and some amount of phosphorus. The use of coal includes, at the domestic level also coal is used, as well as the major uses of coal includes it is used in electric power stations, in industries and in manufacturing of steel, as it is a source of heat energy. Yeah. So coal is mainly carbon, as plants contain carbon compounds. But children, the carbon content is different in different varieties of coal. Yes, there are different varieties of coal that actually have different amount of carbon present in it. Now, depending upon the carbon content present in the coal, we can decide how efficient coal is. The more is the carbon content, the more efficient the coal would be. So now we will go ahead and study about the variety of the coal. There are actually 4 types of varieties considered for coal, which includes peat, lignite, bituminous and anthracite. These are the 4 types of or 4 varieties of coal. Now talking about the first variety of coal, that is actually peat. The first step of coal formation results in the material called as peat. It is an accumulation of partially decayed leaves, twigs and branches. So it is not completely considered as a coal. It contains a large quantity of moisture and a very low content of carbon, that is around 50 to 60%. So as peat consists of more moisture content and less carbon amount, it is not considered to be a efficient fuel. And also peat is not considered into coal completely. That's because it is not completely decomposed plant part. Now the second stage of coal formation is brown coal, called as lignite. Lignite is also called as brown coal. It is composed of compressed woody matter that has lost most of its moisture content. The carbon content here in lignite increases up to 70%. It is more solid than peat, but still it is soft enough to be broken down into pieces. The third type of coal formation is bituminous coal. It is a dense, dark and brittle variety of coal that has lost almost all of its moisture content and impurities. The carbon content in bituminous is around 80 to 85%. So it is considered to be an efficient fuel. But when bituminous burns, it produces more ash and sulfur compounds, which are actually considered to be pollutants. The fourth variety of coal is anthracite. This is formed when bituminous and coal remain in the earth for a long time and are under extreme pressure. Anthracite is also called as hard coal because in comparison with the rest of the three varieties, anthracite is harder than the rest of the coals and contains over 90% of carbon. Anthracite burns with a very little smoke and up to a longer time than the bituminous coal. So children, out of the four types of coals that we have studied, which one do you think is the most efficient coal? That would be anthracite, right? Because it consists of the maximum percentage of carbon, that is 90%. It produces less smoke and burns for a longer time. If you remember, there are certain characteristics for ideal fuels that we have studied in combustion and flame chapter. So anthracite has most of those characteristics. So that's the reason anthracite is considered to be more efficient fuel in comparison with the rest of the varieties of the coal. So that was about the varieties of coal. Children, in today's class, we have studied about the natural resources, types of natural resources. We have studied about the fossil fuels and types of fossil fuels. We have discussed regarding one of the fossil fuels, that is coal, how coal is formed, what is its composition and its uses, as well as about the varieties. We will continue with the coal in the next class as well, children. Meanwhile, you all can read through the textbook, and also for your better understanding, we are sending you the YouTube links related with the topics that were discussed in today's class. Please go through the video that has been made by me, and also the PDF has been provided with the question answers related to the topics. Make a note of the question answers in your science classwork notebook, children. For any queries, you can WhatsApp me, or else we can also discuss your doubts in our Zoom class. So enjoy e-learning and have a nice day ahead. Thank you.